Hello, everyone. Welcome to Kiki and Kibitz. It's me, Mary, and I'm here today on this Manic Monday with 90 Day Oy Vey. Now, I know YouTube is a bitch, and a lot of you guys complain that you don't get your notifications. I'm so sorry about that. But if you're watching me on the replay, thank you so much. Thank you, everyone that is joining me in the live comments. Hi, Venus. Hi, Isabella. I know YouTube is crazy. I mean, this is like, um, Chanel. Hi, thank you for joining me. So I want to wait for people to start coming into the room because I know YouTube is a pain in the ass. But we have some breaking news about Ben, as in Ben and Mahogany. He unfortunately passed away today. And I just want to do a little follow up on my video yesterday about Rishi, his wife, Maria, because it turns out that they're not legally married, and how Jen has entered the chat. I just want to follow up on that with you guys. Have a bunch of other things that I want to talk about. Hi, Natalie. Hi, Phoenix Rising. Hi, Kimberly. Hi, Toddy. Hi, Lindsay. Hi, Poncho. Hi, Maureen. Um, I just wanted to say, everyone, please keep our trusty moderator, Menopausal Queen, in your thoughts today. She had eye surgery, so she will not be joining us, but she is with us in spirit, and please keep her in your thoughts and prayers. Hi, Tracy. So, actually, Natalie, that is a really good idea because I YouTube likes to play games. So, resubscribing from time to time is actually a really good idea. So let's get right into this. First of all, I just want to say Sarper was the MVP of last night's episode by refraining from punching Dan in his face and throwing him over that deck down the mountain. So I just want to say Sarper deserves a gold star for that. Shakina is a total bitch telling him to go apologize to Dan. Like, please. Hi, Kim. Thank you for joining me. So, Ben, unfortunately, lost his battle to cancer today. This is from Luke on Instagram, but it's all over the place. Unfortunately, Ben Rathburn has passed away. May he rest in peace. Now, Stevie and Maddie, okay? They, Stevie in particular, may be annoying AF on the show, but she has a sense of humor and she shows it on her social media. So her and Maddie took the opportunity to talk about some subjects that have been buzzing around on social media about them. So first, let me share what Stevie had to say, and this is about her children because, as you may or may not know, Stevie does have two children, and they are not on the show. And a lot of people are like, where are they? Why are they not on the show? So here we go. Stevie explaining where her children are.
She can't even pronounce your name. Okay, it's Maddie and Maddie. It's not.
I'm sorry, guys. I got the clips backward. So first of all, this is Maddie. Okay, he put up to his Instagram story, basically people saying, "Oh, she doesn't even know how to pronounce your name," and I thought his response to this was really fucking funny. Okay, so let me just go back up a little bit. Sorry, I got the clips mixed up, but here we go. This is Maddie replying.
She can't even pronounce your name. Okay, it's Maddie and Maddie. It's not like Mahmoud and Mahmoud.
Mahmoud.
Okay, it's not that bad. But let me tell you the reason why she's calling me that. On that website that I talked to Americans, the first 20 teachers that I had, they all had stroke calling my name. They were like, is it Mahdi? And I was paying them so much money per minute just to talk to me. And what I was just doing was correcting the pronunciation of my name. So because I wanted to save money, why am I always trying to save money? As soon as one of them said, is that Maddie? I was like, yes, that's just my name. Please, that's just my name. Let's just talk about something else. So by the time I met Stevie on that website, I was already Maddie, not Mahdi. And it's really hard to change that after like months and years of calling me that. And honestly, I don't care. So if it's bothering you, it's just my fault. And I personally don't care. Thanks for watching. She can't even pronounce your name.
Okay, so that is Maddie's response to people, trolling him about Stevie not being able to pronounce his name. Stevie doesn't want kids, you guys, okay? In case you don't know this, she doesn't want any more kids. But for her own kids, okay, she wants to clarify some stuff about her own children.
No, I didn't lock my kids in their room while I was filming, but thanks for the wild imagination. I'm going to answer some questions about why you don't see my kids on TV and a few speculations about who you think they are. Okay, to get started, a lot of you guys have speculated how old you think they are. I've even heard people say that they Googled it and found out that my kids are like 5 and 6. They're not, you guys. They're grown. I had my children very young, so they're much older than 5 and 6. Who decided? Somebody must have told her that she couldn't have her kids on TV. No, you guys, like I'm their mom and I am very capable of making this decision. And I made the decision that was right for us. The world is not always kind. And I want to protect the things that are the most precious things to me. I've heard so many people say that they didn't even have bedrooms at my house. Yes, they do. They absolutely do. The house that I filmed in was a 3-bedroom house. They had their own bedrooms. But why would I give you a bedroom tour when you're not even meeting them on screen? That's a bit weird. Two more really big questions. One, people want to know if my kids watch the show. So I asked my children these questions. I asked my daughter, and I was like, people want to know if you watch the show, what would be your response? And she said, absolutely not. I didn't watch the show before you were on it. So why would I watch it because you're on it? Because I see you every day. She's so busy with her own life that she could care less about it. And my son, he works outside. He works with horses. He's a farmhand. He could care less about reality TV. Do they like Maddie? Yes, they like Maddie. Maddie's a kind person, and they always want what's best for me. So if I'm happy, they're happy. And they knew at this time I was really happy, so they were supportive of that. I also asked my daughter, I was like, people want to know if you like Maddie, what would be your response? And she was just like, I mean, Maddie gave me birthday presents before I ever knew him. And also, my kids definitely knew about Maddie before my dad did. A lot of you want to know if I will ever change my mind and let the kids be on the show, or if they're ever going to be on the show, or if I'm ever going to show my children. I don't have the answer for that. Again, they're grown. They are capable of having their own social platforms and doing their own thing. But I know right now, like, I am not ready as a mom to pour what I've been getting onto them. I signed up for this, they didn't. So they are very capable and welcome to do whatever they want when it comes to like social media and things like that. Maybe one day I might, in my own time and in my own way. And as far as the show goes, like, I don't know, guys. Like, I have no idea what the future holds. But I do know that it's not something we'll be doing unless it's a decision that's good for us and good for our family, and they're on board. That's it. Bye, guys. No, I didn't lock my kids in
Okay.
their.
So she is clarifying about the situation with her children. And no, she didn't lock them in their rooms while she was filming. So there you go. Stevie clarifying about her children. And I want to say hello, 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 Menopausal Queen. Thank you for joining us tonight. You really didn't have to. I love you so much. Thank you. I hope you're feeling better. Girl, get some rest. Take care of yourself. But I really appreciate you being here with us tonight. So, moving on, we have Shakina. Okay. Now, first of all, she says, made myself look 10 years younger by dissolving my fillers. Now, I have to admit myself, you guys, okay? I didn't notice this on TV because honestly, I don't really pay too much attention to Shekinah, and like I pay attention, but I don't pay attention. I'm like listening and really not like watching. So I didn't notice on TV, but the sign for her business is spelt wrong. Fluorescent is spelt wrong. And listen to what Shekinah says about it.
Hey, you guys, update on my sign situation. Obviously, it was brought to my attention by many people that my sign is spelled wrong. I actually didn't notice it, and neither did anyone else for the past 8 months. My sister Shariah noticed it last month and told me, but it was already too late. I'd already paid for it. It was already on my wall. And the show had already filmed, so I couldn't change anything. It was a done deal at that point.
And no one told you that your sign was spelt wrong while you were filming. Producers are shady, shady, shady.
So I emailed the company a few days ago and I said, your sign is on national TV. It's spelled wrong. This is embarrassing for my business, for you also. And I checked my rendering to see what I had originally sent them. And I sent them my logo with the correct spelling. And the wrong spelling was later done when they rendered their image to me. And I looked at it thinking I'm improving the color, the size. I didn't even to check the spelling because I knew my spelling was correct. And the last thing I thought was that they would change the spelling. So I approved it. They sent it. Come to find out, the company is all the way in Australia. So I paid like $1,200 for the sign, $400 of which was probably shipping. And now the company is offering to replace my sign, but have me pay almost $400 for shipping for a new sign. So obviously I'm not going to do that. I don't know what the future holds. I don't want to be in LA much longer. I would like to get a new sign that says Fluorescent Skin Miami, but who knows if that will happen anytime soon. But in the meantime, I'm not going to change my sign because I don't want to stay in LA and it's not worth it. Like, honestly, I'm not going to pay that much in shipping to a company that made a mistake. So don't order from this company.
Okay, Shakina, my only question is, how did that sign hang up there for 8 months? You didn't notice. Sarper didn't notice. Your sister only noticed last month. Yeah, okay. She's a blonde, if you guys know what I mean. No offense to the blondes out there, but she's a real blonde. Okay. So moving on, she is going to be giving a master class. Okay. Would you take a master class with Shakina in Lump O's dermaplane master course? So she will be teaching about the exclusive instrument known as the O's dermaplane. Step into the future of dermaplaning and learn everything there is to know about this transformative treatment. Would you take a master class with Shakina? The chick who didn't realize that her sign with her logo was spelt wrong for 8 months? What do you guys think? So moving on, we have Jessica and Juan. Well, really, Megan and Jessica. And Megan is like, while all you guys are hating on me, I'm living my best life, filming a reality show, and I get to dance around with my little bestie every day. So the throuple couple, what a bunch of fucking idiots. I'm just going to say that. They're a bunch of fucking idiots. If you watched last night's episode, uh, fake, 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 fake is all I have to say. Suddenly they realize they don't even know Ani's real name. And then they're like, they don't speak Spanish, so maybe it's lost in translation. Stupid, 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 stupid. Just like the look on Matt's face in every fucking picture. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Now, Amani has to take advantage of the 90-day train before it ends. So she's selling Boss Bitch Babe t-shirts. Boss Babe. Boss ass bitch energy. Okay? $40. Hells no. I could get like 5 t-shirts for $40. Fuck you, Amani. I'm not spending $40 on a cheap cotton t-shirt. Just saying. So, moving on, Greg and Joan. Greg says, whoa, I don't think I should see this scene yet. And Joan is like, this scene with the wedding dress has brought a lot of emotions, but the edit. Yeah, because she played Miss Lucille, using her like a fucking Uber driver. But hey, anyway. So moving on, we have Sean and Aaliyah. Sean really does know everybody in Hollywood. My goodness, he posted congratulations to Christy Brinkley, and Christy reposted his post to her. So yes, Sean really does know everyone in LA. And Aaliyah got to hang out with the 90-day immigration attorney, Kelsey, As we saw on 90 Day Diary, she was helping Ben and Makini with their K1 visa application because Ben used one of those online services and got ripped off. Kelsey is the immigration attorney for 90 Day people. Moving on to Mark and Mina, we have Clayton and Adorable Maria. Now, I have some 90 Day Hunt for Love tea. Okay. So now, first of all, this show is going to start next Monday, May 26th. So basically, we have returning cast members Rob, Chantel, Soldier Boy, Usman, Tim, Jennifer, Colt, Tiffany, and Courtney. And then there's going to be a bunch of singles. Okay. So the whole premise is for them, try to, hook up and find love, whatever the fucking case may be. Okay. So one of the singles, this guy, Jay, is he going to be the troublemaker already? Because, first of all, the first episode hasn't even aired yet. And he's already like, let's make something clear. We, the singles, did not know what show franchise we were on. We were sold a completely different pitch. Okay, so is Sharp Entertainment tricking people to sign up for their shows and casting them on their shows? Because according to this dude, he had no idea what the premise was. Okay, so now he goes on to say, we are not influencers. All of our asses have work tomorrow. He is actually a model, according to his IG. Then he says, legal team be working. So, yeah, I have a feeling he's a shit stirrer. First episode hasn't even aired yet. Now, tonight is a premiere party with TLC and Us Weekly for 90 Day Hunt for Love. And I'm going to give you guys a little bit of tea, okay? This premiere party is being held in New York City. Most of the cast is there, except for Usman, obviously. And I got an email, actually a DM, from a public relations company about 2 weeks ago, telling me that there was going to be this premiere party in New York and they would love to include me on the guest list and to please send them an email where they could send me an official invite. So I said, sure, why the hell not? Even though in the beginning I kind of felt like it was a trap, but I said, sure. Sent them my email, asked them out of curiosity, where will the event be held, in Brooklyn or Manhattan? And I got a reply back that it will be in Manhattan, which it is. It's down by the South Street Seaport at a place called Gaetano, New York City. Um, I worked a couple of blocks away from where this place is located many, many moons ago when I worked as a paralegal, but that's a whole nother story for another day. So, to make a long story short, I never got an official invite. Then I DM'd them one time asking if the invites went out, and they read my DM but never replied back. I'm not going to sit there and beg for an invite to this premiere party, but all I got to say is why reach out to me than to turn around and not send me an official invite? Makes no fucking sense to me. But they were live streaming this premiere party on the 90 Day Fiance official Instagram page. And I watched it for maybe about 5 minutes before I went live with you guys. And basically, it looked boring as fuck. Chantel was getting a tarot card reading. I'm like, I'm not going to sit here and watch Chantel get a tarot card reading. Like, what the hell? So it didn't look very interesting, but why's extended invite if you have no intention of sending me an official invite? Just fucking saying. Okay. So now Tim went live to talk a little bit about the show, and I'm just going to share what he had to say. And yes, Tim is there to collect the TLC paycheck. Most of them are there to collect the TLC paycheck.
you know, like if you work for an Apple or a Microsoft and they want you to go work somewhere else, like, you know, for a couple weeks, they pay for your flight and stuff. So like it's like any other job. Like I respect no matter what your beliefs and opinions are. That's the beauty of being an American, right? Is like everybody's entitled to think what they want. So will I ever marry again? I've never been married ever. So I would love to be married at some point. I wanted a family. I wanted to have a child and do all that. And
So this is why you're still on reality TV and you're appearing on a show called 90 Day Hunt for Love, which we all know is bullshit.
I have the perfect wife in mind, but it's just not. It's not there. Chloe's going to Appalachian in the North Carolina mountains, so she won't be that far from home. But all right, I said like 30 minutes ago I was gonna get off, so I'm gonna get off now and try to go to bed because I got to get up early. Hello, Argentina. You're like the third person from Argentina. Do I ever want to move where I live? If I met the right person, I would. Like if I needed to move for like a marriage, I would. Man, like I always get in like these it's complicated situations where it's like nothing ever works out in my favor. But all right, guys, thank you so much. I'll be back on before.
It's complicated for Tim. He can never find the right situation, the right girl. It's complicated. Hi, Reality T Recap. Thank you for joining me. Hi, Carrie. Thank you for joining me. So yeah, Tim is just searching for the right woman. So now, like I said, there is this premiere party going on right now as we speak. Chantel is there. Basically, all of the cast is there except for Usman. Now, speaking of Chantel, she did a question and answer sesh on her stories, and someone asked her, "Are you seeing anyone?" I will answer anything, but spoilers are reserved for tonight's live with Us Weekly and TLC. On this new show are the 90 Dayers, the main characters. You'll find out if you join our live tonight at 6 p.m. with Us Weekly. Okay, well, first of all, if you guys have been watching me for a while, you know that Chantel is in a relationship with a woman. Okay, her friend Ashley, and yeah, the premiere party, like I said, I caught a couple of minutes of it on Instagram, and Chantel was receiving a tarot card reading. So it didn't look really, really interesting, okay? So now, Winter is married. Congratulations goes out to Winter, okay? She married her long distance love from Ghana. So good for her. Check her out in her beautiful wedding dress. Her dad gave her away. Chantel was her maid of honor. And you know, Chantel had to twerk it up at the wedding. So check out Chantel having a good old time at Winter's wedding.
There's a in the board. Hey, what y'all trying to do? Hey, 24 karat magic in the air. So playing. Look out now.
It's So there you go. Chantel whooping it up at her sister's wedding. No, actually, the wedding was held here. So Winter's husband is here with her. Okay, it was a beautiful wedding. Then they went out to party afterwards. Everybody was there. Chantel, their brother River. There was all the bridesmaid, all the groomsmen. At one point, they were letting it rain on Winter. Congratulations to her. And I just want to say, I really hope that this doesn't turn into another season of the family Chantel, this time concentrating on Winter's relationship. Just saying. I just hope that she just, stays out of the spotlight with her husband and live their relationship off of TV. Okay? So, moving on. If you want to give a little bit of wedding love, you know how these 90-day cast members love to slap up their Cash App. So, of course, Winter had to slap up her Cash App for a little bit of wedding love. So, moving on, Rose, as in Big Ed's ex, Rose, she started an OnlyFans, her little spicy website, as she calls it. And she is letting it all hang out. Mary Pants found the site. Okay. She's letting it all hang out. But guess who decided to subscribe to Rose's OnlyFans? Ed. And Rose was like, what in the hell? So, of course, someone had to be snarky in the comments and said, you acting like he hasn't seen it. Anything for the visa. And she turns around and says, what visa? Yeah, damn right. What visa? So she's a little creeped out by Ed following her OnlyFans. I would be creeped out too. But I guess the reason why she decided to start her spicy site, she got her vajayjay tightened. Yes, she did. She did a whole thing with her doctor talking about the benefits of having this procedure, of getting your vajayjay tightened. And if you use her discount code, you could get 10% off with her doctor. And I'm like, okay, so I see this is why she decided to start her OnlyFans, because she wants to show off her new vajayjay. I'm like, what in the fuck? So she says, exes and haters lurking on her spicy page. She's like, whatever. So, anyway, Natalie was spotted at Disney. And I'm assuming Disneyland in California. And look who it is again. The immigration attorney to all the 90-day cast members, Kelsey. So Kelsey and Natalie took on Disney. So moving on, we have Sophie, who tried to take on Vegas but got too drunk on the plane. Julia thanking Sophie for her waist trainer because now she's going to act like she uses it all the time. Jazzy and Maddie, very brief, you guys. Okay, I promise. Very brief. Maddie is looking at Jasmine like she wants to smack the phone out of her hand already. We have Maddie with her daddy. And we have Maddie being taken out because Coco has to do number 1 and number 2. Now, I just wanted to share a little bit of tea with you guys. Allegedly, word on the street, Maddie's name originated from her attempts on trying to hide her relationship with Matt. So she needed a cover-up name in her phone for Matt, and someone came up with the idea of Matilda. And then she turned around and named her daughter Matilda. So this is allegedly word on the street. So yeah, she's something else. So moving on, Ari, it looks like she has removed all of her hair extensions and is going back to her natural look. Now, there's Rishi, Maria, and Jen, hot fucking mess. If you haven't checked out my video from yesterday, please do after you're done here with me, okay? Now, you guys remember Rishi and Jen from 90 Day the Other Way. So Rishi and Jen broke up, obviously. And 6 months after, Rishi married a woman named Maria. Now, apparently, once you check out my video, you will see that Maria and Rishi are not legally married. They only did the 3 day traditional ceremony. Maria had no idea that there was an extra step that needed to be taken to certify their marriage. And it turns out that step was never done, which, in hindsight, seems like that was the best thing that could have happened to her because she's not legally bound to him. So Maria recounted horrible, horrible cases of abuse. I also talked to Rishi in the DMs. I talked to Maria in the DMs, and all of it is in this video. So please go check it out. But I just want to say, okay, Maria is very brave. She's continuing to speak out on her stories, okay, and she says she will not be silenced because she has been socially conditioned to be silent. Now, trigger warning, okay, trigger warning, sensitive warning. She posted more pictures. Okay, she said Amira was her worst enemy for months. It took a long time for the bruises that Rishi would leave on her to heal, so she would cover them up with makeup and stuff. So I'll leave this as a pause and read situation. It is a lot, and there's a lot of my other video, but Maria is basically a woman that is not going to be silenced anymore. It's been 3 months since she left Rishi. She sent them out on an errand. She had a bag packed ready to go, and she left. When he went out, she left. So I just want to say Maria is very brave for coming forward. Okay. But I want to know, what the fuck does Jen have to do with any of this? So now this is Jen's first post about this. I understand that she must be getting tons of DMs, people asking her, "Oh my goodness, are you okay? Did you have that kind of, relationship with Rishi?" So this was her very first post. She did a reel.
I am very long winded. I have recorded this like 3 times. I'm going to make it quick. All I want to say is I saw the thing. Gabe called me and he was like, "Did you see the thing?" No, I didn't. I don't follow Rishi in his life anymore. He said he beat up his wife and he's claiming that she tried to attack him with a kitchen knife. I have no idea what happened, but let's put it this way. No, I got a lot of messages. He never hit me. He never hit me. He was not a cheater or a wife beater when I knew him. The whole DM thing also, oh God, please. I don't want to go into that, but ask yourself this. If that was true, okay, even if it was true, we were dating long distance for 2 years before
But what DM thing are you talking about? You're confusing me already.
COVID allowed people to come back, or after COVID, India let people back in. So I broke up with him a few times before we got back together, and then we're on the show. Did I care if he had dated other people? No, that was just like torture, psychological torture. What do you want me to say after 12 hours of filming? Do you want me to say, okay, why did you do the DM thing? You will lose your mind. Do not.
But I thought you said he never cheated on you. What is this DM thing?
Go on reality TV. It is. I understand why people confess to crimes. I seriously do. I have no idea if he really hit her or whatever else. And, I'm not defending him. I'm not defending her. I'm just saying, like, I'm so sorry if it came to that. Rishi, you did say that if I broke up with you, that you were not going to be the sweet person that you were. You promised me that if I did that was, there were going to be repercussions. You were going to change. If that's how you change, that is very unfortunate. So that's all I got to say. But I am going to try to do a live tomorrow.
Well, then
I am very long-winded.
Why the fuck would she do a live about the situation that had nothing to do with her? Okay, you made your statement. You did a reel. You told everybody that was not your experience with Rishi. then why are you holding a press conference? What in the actual fuck is that all about? Then she advertises the press conference live or whatever the hell you want to call it. And then she puts up a story directly addressing Maria. And I'm like, why are you even involved in this? So she says, Dear Maria, I have you blocked because I have a zero communication policy with Rishi's friend's family. After I told him I couldn't marry him, he was broken. I feel terrible that things ended that way, but pretending you're in love with someone doesn't work. When he sent your wedding invitation to my friends about 6 months after our relationship ended, I thought it made a mockery of our relationship. Thus, block on anyone he associates with. He posted these photos. Who do you think people are going to ask about that shit? My friends and family want to know if he ever hit me. No, but if he hit you, and it looks like he did, it was probably because he wants to hit me. Can you believe the audacity of this bitch? Hurt people, hurt people. I'm sorry for any part I may have unintentionally played. I'm sure you're a wonderful person. I wish you nothing but the best generally. Okay, this is post number 2. Okay, number 2. Now, I wonder if she blocked Maria because of the comments that Maria made on post number 1. Because Maria was like, why are you going live talking about my experience? Did you live with us for a year? Like, what can you talk? Like, what can you bring to the table? Why are you entering the chat, Jen? That one post, the first post, I'm long-winded, but I'm going to make this quick. And then you turn around and you were long-winded. You said what you had to say, and that should have been it. But then, no, you announced at the end, I'm going to go live about this. Okay. Then she did that story to Maria. Now she went live. Okay. I trimmed down the live as much as I could. I just want to have a shout out to Deirdre, okay, who was in the comments of Jen's live asking her, so this is what you have to say? This is your press conference? Like, really? I was cracking up. So, Deirdre, shout out to you, girl. Love you, girl. That shit was funny as fuck. So, let me share a little bit of Jen's live. And you're going to see. Okay. I mean, let me just start sharing this.
Jen's side of the story is her side. But I will say, I have.
Randy, are you Jen's spokesperson? I think Jen could speak for herself. Why is Randy speaking up for Jen? Attention.
Say that in my experience, I had a semi-abusive boyfriend in college, and
so now what does your experience have to do with Maria's experience with Rishi? I'm fucking lost. I don't know. Maybe it's all the funny cigarettes I smoke.
He hit me a few times, and I don't. It was kind of bad, but not that bad, but it was still bad. And everyone thought he was the nicest guy, but he wasn't. And I don't think that he ever hit his future girlfriends, but he said to me, you bring out the worst in.
So what does this have to do with Maria and Rishi again? Randy, not even Jen, who dated Rishi. Randy.
I want to hit you, and I don't know why. And some people, you have good sexual chemistry. Some people bring out the crazy in each other. Sometimes it's one-sided. Sometimes it's not. I don't think I was that crazy, but yeah, he was not a nice guy. And that's what I'm saying. Everyone's like, oh my God, he's so nice. We don't know the relationship.
Exactly. Right. We're not part of that couple. We're not part of that. So a lot of people were like, did he hit you? And I'm like, oh, hell no. Like, I couldn't have put up with that.
Okay, we established that in your first post. Why are you and Randy live now?
Like, well, Randy, you know, my first husband, he punched a hole in the wall and I went out sleeping with the enemy style next week. My mom came and got me and I was peace out. We got divorced over email.
You called me a bitch.
My God, I'm so sorry.
Oh
honey.
God, I
That
don't
was
care
such
anymore.
a
So I didn't
bad-
go to that wedding.
Fine. I know. And with good, it's fine. Yeah, no, it's all good. But yeah, you got to be careful with husbands, you know? Definitely get to know them for longer than like 6 months before marrying them. But yeah.
Is that some shade being thrown at Maria? Yeah, really nice, Jen. Can you tell me why you're live again?
I just wanted to say that because a lot of people are like, did he hit you? No, he did not hit me. But then again, I was not there like 24/7. We were not living together. Would he have eventually tried to hit me? Maybe. I don't know. And again, yeah, we don't know what went on in their relationship. Then he said, I did see, because I blocked him. I saw she's like butthurt that I blocked her. Anybody who knows her, please tell her it is nothing against her. I just noticed last night, that she was following me. And I'm like, why? I'm like, don't. And so
you notice when she commented on your post asking you why were you going to do a live about her experience with Rishi? That's when you noticed, and that's when you decided to block her? Asking for myself, Jen.
I blocked her because I don't want any involvement. The only reason I'm having this live right now is because, unfortunately, she posted those pictures, and who are people going to ask about that? Like,
but you already did a post about it. That's what I don't get.
Who might have some insight on whether this guy is like violent and you know, yeah, I've 51 years never been hit. Yeah, like my dad never hit my mom. He could be a jerk, but he never hit my mom. And also, I mean, you never know people's backgrounds. You just never know what's going on in people's personal relationships. And yeah, I have not been hit. I had to put that out there because I got like so many people it's like, oh my gosh, like, did you see this?
Okay, you made, like I said again, and I will keep saying it again and again, you made a post, you did a reel, you were long-winded, but you stated that he never cheated or hit you.
And it does not look good, but I don't know. I saw some of the posts that she said, and it sounded like he was just trying to keep on with the social media fanfare, like going on a bunch of, shows. And like, I mean, if you're not down to do that, what's up from Texas? Hi. Yeah, like if don't have the same destination. So yeah, and a lot of people, I mean, somebody posted today, you shouldn't have like something about going after a younger man. He needs a woman that can have his babies, ma'am.
Now making this all about you.
I did not go after anyone. Have I ever chased anyone, Randy?
No, they chase you.
Thank you. My mom says, you don't call boys call you. So I don't know if she slid up in his DMs when he was like, still.
Oh, trust me, this is going to be the last time that I'm going to bring up Jen. It just aggravated the fuck out of me how she was like, I'm going to explain in a second. Okay, so this is one post, two posts. No, she did a reel. She did an Instagram story, and now she's doing a live. We're almost done. I promise you guys. She was babbling on and on for like over 35 minutes, and I recorded it all. So I managed to condense it down to like 4 minutes or so. But I just want you to see, okay, how attention seeking this bitch is. But she'll insist that she's not.
Heartbroken or what? I don't know how they got together, or I don't know anything about their relationship, and I don't want to know. Honestly, I don't want to know. It's not really your story to tell. That's right. Whoever said it's not my story to tell.
And we're not telling their story. We're talking about Jen.
Right.
Her situation. and the fact that we don't know what happens.
Yeah,
We don't
that's
know.
the point. We don't know. I have never been hit.
But you keep bringing her up.
The end. Was there anything else?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I know. I can't really think of anything else. And I know, like, I feel petty saying this, but I do feel like, you know what I'm gonna say. I broke up with him. His mom had nothing to do with us not being together, whatever else. He was planning our wedding and all this. And I was visiting Randy. It was, I don't know, June or July. And I was like, I gotta break up with him. I'm not in love with him anymore. I broke up with him and he had a meltdown and he did a bunch of stupid shit that culminated in him sending his wedding invitations. And I'm sorry, but it was just like the wedding he wanted to plan for us. A wedding in India, a wedding in the United States.
Someone sounds a tad bit bitter that Maria got the 3-day traditional Indian wedding and she didn't.
And a wedding in wherever else. And I'm like, that's pretty much the invitation that he sent the friends of ours that were like, Jen, we need to tell you something. Broke it to me easily because it's just kind of a slap in the face. It really made it feel like it wasn't a genuine relationship. So they were like, we saw the show, but you saw the show. That's all you saw. And let's put it this way. Everybody thinks Randy was a mean bitch. So let's see how like accurate the show shows people. I can't read what some of these are saying, but yeah, like, does anybody want to say any mean stuff to me? Like, I think you should go for it now while I'm trying to read.
Girl,
I'm here.
you need
Throw
to
me
now.
comments at me.
What? No, okay.
Yeah. So
You did good. You did good when you left, Jen. You did good.
Oh,
thank you. Thank you, Ahmed.
Okay. So there was Jen and Randy live, right? So she already established, listen, he never hit me. I didn't have the same experience with him that Maria did. Okay, so you did a reel, you did an IG story, and you did a live. But just to make sure, okay, you guys didn't know, she did another reel. Okay, she just had to do another post about this.
Okay, I'm just going to make a quick video. Just to recap, I did not do a live about Rishi's wife's life. I'm sure that if she claims she was a victim of domestic violence, that is horrible. I feel terrible for her. I only commented about my experience. If you don't think I have the right to respond.
No one says you don't have the right to respond, Jen. But how many posts is it going to take for you to respond?
To hundreds of DMs from friends and family asking if I've been hit. I'm sorry, but I think I do. I have never been hit by him. I don't know who he is as a person now. And that's all I have to say about it. Please keep your judgment or your mean comments to yourself. If you don't, I will delete them. And if you are a friend or family member, I love you and thank you for your support. Mwah.
Just like you deleted Maria's comments. So, and then of course, Jen just has to hang on for another 15 minutes when she calls out Screen Rant about an article that they wrote. Okay, she wants everyone to know that she is not supporting Rishi. Okay, Jen, we get it. Shut the fuck up. Silence is golden. Okay, I am a betting person. I like to play my lottery numbers. I'm willing to bet that Jen will be on a certain offenders podcast within the next week or two talking about Rishi. I mean, she was on there maybe about 2-3 weeks ago talking about Rishi. I don't see why now she won't go on his show and talk about Rishi. So we shall see. Anyway, moving on to Rachel, John, and Tiffany. If you guys haven't checked out my video about the whole Rachel and John explosion and how Tiffany comes into it, please do. Okay, it is a hot mess express. First of all, apparently John sells dick pics, and he had a moment with Tiffany, which Tiffany unintentionally blabbed about a fling that she had with another 90 Day cast member. 90 Day Sips Tea on Instagram went through her archives and found this story from back in December of 2023, where Tiffany, recalls one of her deepest, darkest secrets, which is having a fling with with another 90 Day cast member. What in the actual fuck? If you guys haven't checked out my video, please do for all the details. Michael, living his best life. Living his best life. Okay. He went to a wedding. I mean, he has a appearance in San Diego this weekend. I mean, look at him. He is living his best life and good for him. And I will keep you guys updated on his divorce/annulment from Angela as soon as we have any updates. So moving on, we have David who posted an old school picture of him so we could compare whether his baby looks like him. I think the baby really does look like David. Okay, she is so cute. So before I let you guys go, because I know 90 Day Diaries have started and I'm sure you guys want to go watch it, just a couple of miscellaneous updates. Congratulations to Omar. He is a dentist. He graduated from dental school. And we have Liz, who is on Diaries and returned to Pillow Talk. As I mentioned in my last Oy vey, she moved into a new apartment in Washington State, and she's, just happy to be living her life. Now, Darcy's daughters appeared in a Teen Vogue article with other reality TV children. Um, Brooke, Brooks Marks from The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, and Hannah Goslin from Kate Plus 8. So, and one of the Real Housewives of Atlanta's daughter. They all did this Teen Vogue article about growing up on TV. And I actually found it really interesting. So, moving on. You guys remember Yazan, who was with Brittany? The two of them were not a match at all. Well, Yazan is here in the States and he's looking for work. Okay, he has a second job, but he wants, a first one. So if anybody has details about a job, um, preferably something hands-on, hit him up, I guess. So we have Magda with her new man, Sam and Citra over in my neck of the woods in Brooklyn. They went to the beach at Coney Island. And we have Alex with all three of his kids. The boys are passed out, but the girl is still hanging in strong. Girl power. So moving on, we have Adnan and Tiger Sully's adorable baby. Okay. Uh, the parents may be idiots, but the baby is adorable. Um, Dana and Marcel celebrated Mother's Day out with the children. Gino, her son who was going to the Navy, apparently has some medical condition, so now he's back. And his mom is really happy that things worked out. If you guys hear my cat meowing back there, please try to ignore her. I don't know why she's being a bitch and she's kind of distracting me. And we have Russ and Pal, and we have Courtney and Vanya. Yeah, interesting. And finally, to be appearing on 90 Day Diaries, Caesar. You guys remember him? So, baby girl Lisa, yeah, I bet you she'll be watching 90 Day Hunt for Love intently. Oh, really, Maureen? Interesting. Yes, Yazan is looking for work. So if anybody happens to have a job, hit him up. Interesting, Maureen. Very interesting. Um, Yara's doggy is saying, Jovi, you're ridiculous. Okay, the doggy is so damn cute. And someone asked, how are you guys doing after the last resort? Jovi replied, still married, so I guess that's a plus. And someone asked him, did you watch the show before you appeared on it? And he said, I actually watched every episode of every season before I started filming. So he was a super fan before he started filming for the show. Okay, guys, Nicole will not stop it. Okay, whatever clickbait company took over her Facebook and her Instagram, they keep posting shit like this. Don't fall for it. It's clickbait. She makes a couple of pennies. Okay, so thank you everyone for watching me tonight. Please subscribe if you don't already. Double check that you are subscribed. Share my video with a friend or 10. Like, comment, and please consider joining my membership. Thank you, everybody in the chat, and I'll see you next time. Bye.